the clearance that has been given by the Union Cabinet to one nation, one poll proposal. Remember, a high-level committee that was headed by the former President Ramnath Kovind had recommended simultaneous polls. General elections and state assemblies in first step, and in the second step, followed by local body polls within 100 days. Those recommendations of the panel has been accepted and approved by the cabinet. We just heard, in fact, Ashwini Vaishnav was briefing the cabinet meeting, talk about that big development. The cabinet approving the proposal, one nation, one poll, and also approving and accepting all the recommendations. There are multiple recommendations now that have been made in that panel. One, common electoral roll and ID. Apart from that, as many as 18 constitutional amendments have been recommended. Now, for some of the recommendations, a bill will have to be introduced and then approved by the parliament. Then the panel also talked about logistical preparation by the Election Commission in coordination with the State Election Commission to prepare for this. We're getting multiple reactions as well. We spoke to Manikam Tagore of the Congress and T.S. Singh Deo, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, both of the view that it is practically impossible and that the INDI has made it stand clear that they oppose this. Sabyasachi is joining us live on the broadcast. Sabyasachi, the cabinet has given its approval to one nation, one poll proposal. The opposition, on the other hand, saying practically it is impossible.
Well, that's right. See, the government today has, the cabinet in fact has given its approval for the one nation, one poll proposal. Now, on the other hand, the opposition stating that from day one they were against the one nation, one poll. Now, the opposition say that it is another stunt by the BJP, by the NDA government. In fact, they have questioned that on one stand they cannot conduct the election of 3 states. If you talk about the Maharashtra, Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir, now the opposition are asking why didn't they conduct the Maharashtra polls along with Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana. So under these circumstances, what are the amendments and changes that would be made as far as the assembly polls is concerned? And they are calling it another jumla by the NDA government and stating that as far as the India alliance is concerned, they would oppose it at any given cost.
Absolutely. So the INDI has started responding to the development, saying that they're going to oppose it. Also, many of them of the view that it is practically impossible to implement this. On the other hand, as far as the panel is concerned, Sabyasachi, the panel spoke about how it is going to save resources and also spur development.
Absolutely. See, the panel have been speaking about the benefits of one nation, one poll. In fact, Ashwini Vaishnav, who was currently doing a press conference on one nation, one poll, he presented the benefits of one nation, one poll, how it should be conducted. But on the other hand, it seems that the opposition is not happy with the kind of development that is taking place. The opposition is stating that it is practically not possible to conduct the one nation, one poll in the country. They say that there has to be a lot of amendments and changes that needs to be made as far as the assembly polls is concerned, because in the coming years certain states will go to polls. So what will be the changes that would be made? See, from day one when the committee had been formed of one nation, one poll, we had seen that the opposition, the India alliance, had been united in their stand, raising questions and objecting to the one nation, one poll. They made it clear that it is nothing but another jumla by the NDA government and they are going to oppose it. In fact, they also raised question, if the government was so much adamant on conducting one nation, one poll, why didn't they conduct the Maharashtra?
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence, to be a force for business that makes doing good our business, towards an independence where knowledge sets us free, to think big and achieve bigger, towards a future made perfect, and be a force creating abundance. Because independence is not a moment in history, it's a never-ending path to prosperity. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.